This is The College Edge, the show about your real options after high school. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15. Every week they compare the paths ahead and what actually pays off in the long run.
Welcome back to The College Edge, the show about your real options after high school. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie, and today we're taking on the hottest take on the internet. College is a scam.
You've definitely seen it. Some guy in a rented Lamborghini says, skip college, learn to code, become a millionaire by Tuesday.
And look, we get it. Tuition is brutal, student debt is real, and nobody wants to spend 4 years studying things they'll never use.
But here's the thing, calling college a scam without any nuance might actually be the most expensive mistake a teenager can make.
Because the data is pretty loud on this one. Workers with a bachelor's degree earn about 65% more over their lifetimes than workers with just a high school diploma.
65% more. Over a lifetime, that's roughly $1 million in extra earnings on average.
So the question isn't really, is college worth it? It's which college, which major, and how do you pay for it?
Right. Because a full-ride scholarship to a state school is a completely different situation than $200,000 in loans for an art history degree at a private university.
No shade to art history, truly, but context matters enormously.
Now, the scam narrative usually points to famous dropouts. Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs.
And those are real people who did really drop out and really became billionaires. We're not arguing with their Wikipedia pages.
But survivorship bias is a thing. For every Zuckerberg, there are millions of people who dropped out and did not start the next Facebook.
We don't hear about them because they're not giving TED Talks.
The influencers selling the skip college message are also almost always selling a course, just something to notice.
A $47 course about how you don't need expensive education. Truly a gift.
Look, college is not the only path. Trades are genuinely excellent and genuinely lucrative.
A licensed electrician or plumber can absolutely out-earn someone with a communications degree. That is just facts.
Apprenticeships, community colleges, coding boot camps, these are all real and valid and worth researching seriously.
The point is, the decision deserves actual thought, not a viral hot take.
Here's another thing the scam crowd leaves out. College isn't just about the salary at the end.
It's where a lot of people build professional networks, figure out who they are, and get exposed to opportunities they didn't know existed.
That's harder to put a number on, but it's real.
Now, the debt piece is genuinely serious, and we won't pretend it isn't. About 43 million Americans carry student loan debt right now.
The average balance is around $37,000, which sounds terrifying until you compare it to potential lifetime earnings.
But it only makes sense if you're borrowing for a degree that actually leads somewhere. Borrowing $100,000 for a field with very few jobs is a different math problem.
So the move is to research median salaries in your intended field before you sign anything.
Bureau of Labor Statistics.gov exists, and it's free, and nobody uses it, and everyone should.
Also FAFSA. Fill it out even if you think you won't qualify for aid because a lot of people leave money on the table.
Grants are free money, scholarships are free money, loans are not free money, these are not the same category.
Community college for the first 2 years and then transferring is also a completely legitimate strategy that can cut your total costs nearly in half.
The diploma at the end doesn't say started here, it says where you finished.
The real scam isn't college. The real scam is making a major financial decision based on vibes and YouTube thumbnails.
Whether you go to a 4-year university, a trade school, a community college, or straight into the workforce, do the research first.
Talk to people actually working in the field you want. Ask them what they wish they'd known at 15.
Most adults love when teenagers ask them serious questions. It's like catnip.
The bottom line is this: college can absolutely be worth it, and it can absolutely not be worth it, depending entirely on how you approach it.
An informed decision, even if it's the same decision, is always better than a panicked one.
The goal of this show has always been to give you the information so that when you make your choice, it's actually yours.
Not your uncle's, not some algorithms, not a guy with a rented sports car.
Yours.
Do the math, do the research, trust yourself, and see you next week on The College Edge.